Alright, there's some more deer, and there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here? Yeah, let's deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can deal with 9. Oh, those are some famous last words, Tim. Famous last words. Alright, welcome back, everybody. This is going to be part 3 of the Irvington series. We are heading south from our spawn point in Muldraw. I have cleared it out pretty well. I've got some map points up. I've got March Ridge down to the south, and I've got Riverside to the north cleared out already, or at least opened up already from finding the maps. We're going to head down to the intersection south of March Ridge and head west. The plan is to post up in one of the houses to the far southwest of Irvington and make our way up into the shopping mall. So here is the intersection to the south of town, all the way the furthest southeast intersection on the map. It's actually kind of a cool location. It's down by the gigantic lake with the resort and everything. It was a little less south from March Ridge than I originally thought, or than I originally remembered, but it's a pretty long stretch west from here. So yeah, the plan is to make our way into that shopping center to the southwest of Irvington, and then just kind of slowly make our way in. Now this is the gas station that is just north of the lake. So there's a nice little area here with some cabins and a big resort area to the south, but this gas station is actually pretty rad. It has a fair amount of supplies in it, and if I recall, it has a basement and a home in the back. I may be wrong about the basement. I'm going to have to, I am narrating this after the fact because I was cutting up this section of the video quite a bit because no one wants to watch me drive for 6 minutes straight. It's a generally pretty boring stretch of road. I do like the motif when you get down south because they almost gave it like a desert Southwest motif. Like there's like almost like a tumbleweeds and cacti vibe when you get into the Irvington area, which is kind of amusing to me because it's all supposed to be in Kentucky. But yeah, pretty fun little area, decent little storage. This would actually make a pretty cool isolated base. There's really not, I guess you could really tear into March Ridge from here. March, like the month. Yeah. So anyway, here's the little house around the back. It's kind of cool. It's got tall walls, or tall fencing anyway. You could close this area off. Okay, yeah, there was a basement. And it's actually a pretty decent one. It's a pretty decent one. And there's a room with a cot in the back, which is kind of cool. Not much else here except some ice cream that I'm going to eat. I pretty much always just mow down any ice cream the minute I find it, because like you might as well pack the calories on while you have the opportunity to pack the calories on. But yeah, nice little one-bedroom, little apartment. Good for a single player that's off-roading. Certainly good enough for a overnight stay. But that's not what we're doing here. It's only 1 in the afternoon. We're just going to peek around, see if we can find a better bag, anything like that, and not really. Found some canned goods, a little bit of medicine, and a fair amount of relatively long shelf life supplies. So let's go ahead and regas up the truck. It's almost full, but we might as well squeeze another eighth of a tank into it. Why not? And then we'll continue heading west. Now the plan is we're going to head straight west all the way to the spot where the railroad tracks cross the road and they head north and the road continues west. If you follow the tracks there, you'll get to the warehouses and eventually get to the warehouses and the gas station north of town, which is a fun place to base up. But those warehouses are thick with zombies. I believe this is where the train track's going to head north. Yep. And I'm going to keep heading west and turn south and go further west even, because we're going to cut across some grass to get to that far southwestern corner. Now this is where you can see how far this stretch of map is. Like Irvington really is it's as far to the southwest as Louisville is to the northeast. Real fun area to get to though. Like real fun area. So anyway, once we get down here, I don't know if I want to go all the way to the furthest west house or the furthest south house. There's two that I'm thinking of. One's like on the curve of the road, on the furthest southwest corner of the road, and the other is actually a little bit further south than that, but not quite as far west. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for. Here's where I'm curving down. There should be a big business here if I'm going the right direction. Let's see for sure. I believe this is where I wanted to be. Yes. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and cut across some grassland, and here's where the desert Southwest motif I was talking about that I just find kind of amusing. I think it's kind of funny. It doesn't feel very Kentucky to me, but then again, I'm from Missouri, which isn't that far from Kentucky, so this just doesn't quite feels a little too brown. So yeah, here's where we're going to cut across. We're going to make our way. There should be a neighborhood and then some businesses, and I'm going to head south from the businesses and kind of post up. Find myself a nice little isolated farmhouse, and from there, the plan is to make our way north and just slowly clear our way into Irvington. There should be a let's see. This area up here that I'm looking at should have a gun store and a sporting goods store and a hardware store, and then like a restaurant or two, and a couple other like decent areas for looting. So yeah, we are definitely in the right spot. Just a little bit further west of here, I think. Yeah, a little bit further west of here is where those businesses are going to be, and then I'm going to go find my my starting point. And no, commenters, just because my face is in the bottom right corner of the screen does not mean this run is automatically ending. I have actually, as of this moment, I have not filmed the second half, or filmed, Jesus, I'm so old, recorded the second half of this episode, so I'm not certain, but this does not mean for sure that this is a run-ending video. So, don't think that that's what this means. It could mean that, because like I said, once the editing on this intro part's done, it's only going to be about 11 minutes long, probably. And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of busting in north into those businesses that we just drove through. So yeah, here is the little farmhouse that I think we're going to go ahead and post up at. I'm not sure how many Zeds there are going to be at this point. 4 or 5 total that we're going to have to clear out. Let's get the pipe wrench. The claw hammer does not work multi-hit, which is kind of annoying. The pipe wrench does. So I definitely prefer it when I'm doing some one-handed hand-to-hand. I haven't had a good two-handed weapon in a while. I'm hoping the sporting goods store has some good shit for me, good stuff for me. Far enough in the video that I can curse a little bit. So yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Smush, smush, smush. Let's see. Open garage. Couple of crates. What do they hold? 25 each? Okay, yeah. That's some decent storage. Alright, one more Zed, and then if my memory serves, there's one more behind the house? 1 or 2 more behind the house. And they kind of get... Yeah, it is 2, because they jump scare me when I go around it. Because the jump scare me when I go around it. Yep, right there. Right there. A little panic push. That was my panic shove. And it worked. That's what matters. That's what matters. So yeah, Irvington is my 3rd favorite location in the game. If I had to like give the cities a ranking, Brandenburg's definitely my favorite right now anyway. It's still new, but Brandenburg's my favorite right now. And then Muldraw's always going to be my 2nd favorite probably, because it's just, there's so much industry. Like, sure, it doesn't have a gun shop, and it doesn't have, I don't think it has a police station or a fire department either, which is kind of weird. It might have one of the two, I can't recall. Muldraw's a weird town, but it's got so much industry, so many warehouses, 2 gas stations. Yeah, Muldraw's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. Like, a whole lot. I should do a ranking video. Rank all these cities. That'd be fun. Anyway, right now, we're worried about Irvington. The only thing I don't really like about Irvington is that it's got a lot of sprawl. Like, it's very suburban. Like, it's got, you know, very spread out. Very, very spread out location. It's almost as spread out as Louisville, only just not nearly as thickly, you know, compacted together. Almost covers as much ground, but it's a lot more spread, I guess is the better way to put it. Let's go ahead and make this a moderately safe place. Don't need any curtains upstairs. I don't really need curtains in the back either, so I could remove that one there. But I do want to cover up this side and the front, because that's where any are going to be wandering in. We are on the very, very far southwest corner of the map. It is a really, really cool, really isolated area. I wonder if I've got nope. Thought I might have an extra sheet in the. Yeah, we'll close the door here. That'll work. All right. And then let's go ahead and empty out the truck real quick. Empty out that truck, and then the plan is we're going to get a good night's sleep. It is a little after 10 p.m. 8 p.m.? 10 p.m.? I don't fucking know. 8 p.m. It's 8:20 p.m. So yeah, I won't bore you guys with the tedium of emptying out this entire vehicle, but the plan is to get a good night's sleep, and then we're going to head north, and I can't decide. I'll probably drive halfway and then park the vehicle because I'm going to want it to bring a bunch of gear back. I will take the empty gas cans and the pickaxe with me for sure. I might take the flashlight, we'll see. But yeah, join me for the rest here in just a few. All right, everybody, it is the next morning. We are going to head a little bit north. I'm going to take the truck. We're not going to take the truck too far, but we're going to take the truck because the plan is the tour is blocked. Oh, surely that means the. Come on. Where's my little green square? You're freaking kidding me. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was a little awkward for a second. All right, there is a sporting goods store right up the road. Pardon me. A little bit of Donnie Burger right now. Took a nice fat rip before I started recording. Oh. You know what? Aw, poor deer. Shame the deer don't act as like a distraction for the Zeds. Or maybe they do. I don't know. Did they? Did they distract any? Doesn't look like it. They're terrified, though. You can see them running. Poor deer. Don't freaking know any better. Poor cloven-hoofed beasts. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. That was a pretty simple little batch to take care of. One more to deal with. I should take watches and other such stuff, but I just don't care enough. Alright, you know what? We're gonna leave the truck there. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. We going to the sporting goods store. So there's a chance, let's see, there's a couple of different spots that I potentially want to make my eventual Irvington home. Now, there are 3, like, condominium buildings in a row that are lined up that have second and, I believe, even third stories. There's businesses on the ground floor, I think, and then condos on the second and third floor, possibly. Maybe it's just the second, I'm not sure. Great place to knock the walls out and connect a couple of units together. Another great place to build second-story bridges in between the buildings as well, with walls knocked out to connect the buildings. That's an option. It's just north of this little shopping center that I'm getting ready to go deal with. But then there's always the classic, amazing just north of the Speedway at the intersection. There's one farmhouse with a pump well right at the corner at the intersection, and there's another one that's even better that's isolated off in the woods a little bit behind a pond. That's really, really nice. It's quite a bit more isolated, but it's really, really nice. A couple of different really good options. So that's a pile of crepes, I believe. Yeah, that's a pancake house. I have managed to hang on to the cowboy hat. I lost it at one point. I dropped it and found it again. Oh, short blunt. I rarely use short weapons long enough to increase the skill in them, so that's sweet. I believe, yes, this character is a firefighter to start out with. I debated lumberjack, but I wasn't certain that I'd get an axe right away, and decided that although I think I have like 2 hatchets, so that would have gotten the axe bonus out of that, but that's okay. In many ways, I think the firefighter's a little bit better than the lumberjack, because even though he doesn't swing the axe quite as fast, he gets quite a few other perks that balance it out. I don't know, that lumberjack perk's super unique, though. It's like he's the only character that gets that, or that can get that. Pipe wrench is putting in the work. I'll have to make it full time, give it benefits. All right, here we go. This is feeling good. I'm liking this run so far. We're going to check both of those vehicles out next. We're on our way back anyway. I didn't notice any keys on the bodies, but I wasn't really paying that close attention, so I might have to recheck them on my way back. There's a set next to this car. Okay, nothing interesting in here. Never hurts to grab a fresh bandage, though. Alright, and that's the Bride and Groom Boutique, the wedding store, the wedding planning store. Absolutely worthless. Oh, God. Okay, so we need to back the F off. Holy cow, Tim, why? Why, oh why do you not pay better attention? Okay, I've already got some muscle soreness. I don't have the exhaustion noodle yet, so that's good, but I am sore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bail. I'm gonna have to bail to make this safe. Not safe, but safer. Let's go ahead and just jog on over behind these trees. And back to my vehicle. This is gonna be quick, don't you guys worry. I'm scandalous when it comes to escaping and returning to the fray. I'm not injured, am I? Alright, I had a scratch. Never mind, it's good. Okay, cool. Alright, feeling better. Still only 2:30 in the afternoon? Heck yeah, let's do this. How many of them followed me all the way to the intersection? None. Bunch of cowards. Bunch of cowards, I say. Nah, there they are. There's the ones that thought they knew where I was. Alright, so let's do this now. I've got the pickaxe too, so remember I can bust into garages that are locked. I can't break down building walls, that requires a sledge, but I can bust down garage doors and regular doors. I'm not sure about security doors. I haven't tried a security door at a secure facility like a police station or a gun shop or anything. have to try. Get down. I don't like it when they break the rules. Alright, I'm going to deal with these two down here, just so that they're dealt with. I don't like the idea of them sneaking up behind me or showing back up on my return trip when I'm not expecting them and causing harm. Now see, to me that was like a hitbox error there. That was like some sort of collision error because it felt like I really should have connected with both of those attacks, but oh well, not the end of the world. Alright, there's some more deer, and there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here? Yeah, let's deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can deal with 9. Oh, those are some famous last words, Tim. Famous last words. Alright, 3 down. I'm a little hungry. A little peckish. Need a little snackaroo. A chicken nugget. Real cheesy. I want my Dino Nugs. I don't know if they had Dino Nugs back in like 93 or whenever the timeline's supposed to be in this. I think it's like early 90s, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. If it is, I would have been in high school when this happened. So that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy to think about. Let's see, any keys, any business keys, any vehicle keys, anything super useful? Not really. A couple of watches that I just don't care enough about, that I just can't make myself care about. Alright, now, we're getting wet, which is a little on the frustrating side. I don't really like that. Let's go ahead and eat the cheese and the granola bar. We'll keep the yogurt out for now. Okay, there's the time for sport. Ooh, does it have a second story? Are there stairs that lead up to like an office or something? Intriguing. Intriguing if I could make that a thing. Alright, so let's peek around and see what we got here. Okay, first row is a bust. Second row is absolutely not a bust. Excellent. Hockey stick's good also. In fact, well, we'll possibly come back for it. It'll break super fast, but it'd be a good way to like not put weight on the baseball bat yet, if this is all I find. Knee pads are kind of garbage. I don't want to mess around with them, and I don't like the lights are off. So let's go ahead. Fix that. There we go. Much better. Check the clothes real quick first. Shirts and shirts and shirts and shirts. And shirts and shirts. More sneakers. Golf stuff. I was really, really hoping for a metal bat. Sometimes you get metal bats in these, and those are cool. They are way better than regular bats. Like, they're still, regular bats are still good, don't get me wrong. But metal ones are, hooey, they something else. Now, football helmet's going to do a lot. It's going to really bother my hearing and my vision. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that for either of those. Nope. Yeah, there we go. All right. Attach that to your back then. Hot damn. Okay. So now we'll equip the wood one. Yeah, that's feeling good. Metal bats are good. So are lacrosse sticks and hockey sticks, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, most of this stuff is decent weaponry. Like, most of this stuff would do good. The metal bat's gonna last a lot longer than any of the other stuff would. Which is why I took it. Ooh, this would be a good little base. Okay, can I get upstairs? That's what I was looking for. I forgot. Oh, I was looking for... Oh, no, it's just like a climbing... Is it just a vaulted ceiling? Ooh. If I can get my construction up to a level 5, I can build a staircase in here. And then I need to knock a wall out onto the roof, or I can just build a second floor above. Ooh. That's potentially worth thinking about. Vote in the comments if you think that I should make this my base. I kind of dig it, if I'm being honest. I kind of dig it. Okay, so what else was I going to get from here? A couple more weapons, right? I forgot I have the truck right here. Forgot I got the truck right here. So let's go ahead. Take 2 hockey sticks and 2 lacrosse sticks. And why not more? And a field hockey stick. Yeah, that's enough for now. That's enough for now. You know what? I got a fresh wood bat. It's only 5:30. It's not night. It's just rainy. It's just darker than it should be because of the rain. I'm feeling emboldened because of all my new weaponry finds. I probably shouldn't be, because Onboard is not the type of game where you should ever really feel emboldened. I think that's where most of my runs end, is because I start feeling confident. It's like, ooh, I feel good about this run. Yeah, never mind, run's over. Although that was a pretty quick dispatching. Pretty solid job, me. Alright, well. Ooh. I know there's a supermarket up here, too. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to bring in the ones to the north, too. Oh, well, you know what? It's fine. It's not if you're gonna miss. Oh my god, I love that. I love the ragdoll, the 48.1. Yeah, the 42.8.1. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good, the ragdoll fall. I can stagger backwards. Oh, it's like the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. I love it. Absolutely love it. I need to check my rear. Nice. Maintenance, long run, short run. Oh, did I get fast learner? I think I did. I gave myself a fair amount of perk points for this one because I wanted to survive long enough into this. It's basically like giving yourself a month's worth of intensive gameplay, because I took the ones that gave me like +1s and +2s to different things. So I'm a beefy boy. Started out with a couple of weaponry skills, started out with some carpentry skills, started out with a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of nimble, a little bit of fitness, you know the drill, you know how it is. You know how it is. And then I think I got fast learner, so that I would level up even faster. See, this is a problem. I'm gonna have to hide out and rest, I think, unless I want to go sleep in the vehicle. Did I take... Oh my god, I did. Wow, good job, me. I am super exhausted, though. It's only 9 p.m., so technically I could still be out and about for a little bit. I really don't like the idea of being out for that long, though, so let's just creep around this corner. Let's not deal with those three or that huge crowd for sure. Let's just deal with these 3 or 4 here. Hopefully it's just 3 or 4. Once we do that, then I can feel pretty good about this. So I kind of like that sporting goods store. I would have to do some serious grinding to get my carpentry skill high enough to, like, make it useful. Getting to the second floor would be hard, and I don't really like the idea of building a first floor base. There's not a basement, but I don't care. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think that'd be kind of a fun one. I like the idea of it. Maybe. I don't know. What have you got in you? Nothing particularly interesting. I'll take that, though. And that was the first pencil I've picked up in the entire game, which is a really weird occurrence. I'm sure I've ran across several and just not managed to grab any of them, not thinking or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You get it. You with me? Alright, so that was a good start to things. What we're gonna do... sleep the night away. All right. Now, I am 99% sure next building up in that lot across the street is the grocery store. Supermarket. The Gigamart. And it is 7 in the morning. It's still raining. Kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of sucks. It's okay though. It's okay. So we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do. As many Zeds as we got to do it. Well, there's quite a few here. So what we're going to do, go this way. Take out this one that's by himself because he is freaking me out that he's going off by himself like that. So now, I feel like I've got my back to an area that I'm, like, not freaking out about. I love the flashes of light, the lightning flashes. You hear it cracking, you hear the thunder cracking. Love it. Crowd management has been on point. Crowd management is feeling good, you guys. Like, real good. There's one up there. There's several over here. Okay, so they didn't all follow me, which is probably for the best. Probably for the best, because you know there's going to be a buttload inside the Gigamart too. Like, there's almost no chance that it's, like, just empty. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we cleared the perimeter, now it's safe. No, that's not how this game works. Is that how The Walking Dead worked? Nope. Okay, so that's not how this game works. And to be honest, if The Walking Dead had the budget for, 1,000, 1,400 fucking extras every episode, it would have been a lot like Louisville in this game. later seasons digital effects just were not, they weren't up to the task. Let's just put it that way. They tried their best. They really did. They tried their best. And, you know, the deer in later seasons were better than the deer in early seasons, but, like, it was still, oh boy. It still wasn't great. It was still never great. Alright, Zed. Remember, I'm just as much about leveling up my maintenance and my nimble and my long blunt as I am finding loot. So it's not about avoiding. Because Irvington is no joke when you get into the more populated areas. These crowds that I'm dealing with right now aren't even something that I could call crowds. They're just a couple of groups that gather together in a parking lot. I am starting to get weary, and that's a problem. I have to go sit down in the truck, I think. Luckily, it appears to be all of them. In the immediate vicinity. Alright, so let's wait it out for a little bit. Okay. Let's eat those chips. Okay. Feeling pretty good about this. So what we're going to do is back this bad boy right up to the entrance. Maybe at least one more to deal with, but that's okay. There's bound to be several inside the building too. Well, let's go ahead and take care of this last one in the parking lot. These are all glass windows, so we're going to walk them just to kind of peek inside and see what we can see. There's at least one, because I can hear the glass smearing. Okay, all the way up there, I see it. That's okay. Broken glass doesn't really matter. In fact, I'm not even sure why that concerned me when I broke it. So let's go ahead and turn the lights on. Okay. Well. This is about to get lucrative. I have a funny feeling. I should take all of that, but I'm not going to. All we're going to take right now are lightweight for the next couple of days survival stuff. And that probably sounds counterintuitive, but I don't have a permanent base in mind yet. For sure. I don't have a for certain permanent base in mind yet. So I don't want to carry around a bunch of extra heavy food stuff when it's fine right here. It's not going anywhere. You know, there's no we're not playing multiplayer. No one's here to compete with. I know where it's at. Let's go ahead and eat that burger while it's still fresh. Awesome. We're going to leave those there for now. At least they're still cold. Okay, now let's go ahead. See what, if anything's up here. Is this an area that you can base up in? Is there anywhere to sleep up here? And I guess you could build a bed anywhere, or, you know, drag a bed anywhere. I don't know if I like the second floor of the Gigamart as my home or not. I don't know. I guess you can include that in the comments as well if you would like me to try and base up on the second floor of the Gigamart. Feels like a weird place to base up. But who knows? Oh, I could actually build a cottage out here on the roof. That would be interesting. Oh, you can go down over here too? Look at that. I bet there's no way to access this roof except this staircase. Correct, there's not. Very interesting. Very interesting setup here. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, there would have to be, it would be impossible for Zeds to get all the way over there to deal with you. There would be a lot of hauling. There would be a lot of hauling planks and logs and shit to get any sort of like building done. But it would also be like a lot of fun. I don't know. That's interesting. That's worth thinking about, for sure. Okay, there's just a goodly amount of stuff here. This is a really good spot. I like it. And it should have a back room, too. Yeah, I saw you earlier. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, there's a couple more of you. I could turn this into a vehicle garage, though, if I moved the shelving around. Quit tempting yourself with crazy, weird bases, dude, that are humongous and you don't need them to be that humongous. They're out here. If it's a lot, I'm just gonna back straight up and, like, let them have the building, and I will never base up here again. I'll never even think about basing up here. Just be like, nope, never mind, I'm sorry. I was wrong. That was a terrible idea. But I'm starting to think it might not be that terrible of an idea. Starting to think that. Starting. A lot of canned goods. A lot of survival-y stuff. A lot of stuff I'd rather not carry around. Secret hidden sink. Wow, regular bat and a metal bat and a crowbar? Well, life's not so bad after all, you guys. Alright, so what we're gonna do then... I'm gonna dump the lacrosse stick and the hockey stick, because I don't need either of those at all. Like, that's just even silly to hang on to. And the field hockey stick, because that's also silly to hang on to. We're going to keep the chips and the granola bar, because that's pretty basic, and the pork rinds. We're going to get rid of the 2 rags. What do we got down here? 2 empty plastic bottles I don't need. I got 2 full ones. That's all that matters. We're going to put that in there. The pipe wrench can go away. I don't need it anymore for sure. For sure. Then am I going to hang on to the crowbar too, even though I don't need it? And the disposable lighter, even though I don't need it? Yes. Okay. Noon o'clock in the Gigamart. Feeling pretty good about it. I've cleared the area around it for the most part. I think I'm gonna, guys. I think I'm gonna do something on the roof of this building. I think that's gonna be my plan. I think I'm gonna fucking base up here. For the time being, was there a couch upstairs I could sleep on? Or am I gonna have to sleep elsewhere? I know there's chairs you can sleep in if you're tired enough, but I don't know that I'll get tired enough. No, so I'm gonna have to find a sleeping bag or a cot or drag a bed or something over here, but that's fine. I can do that. I don't know, big deal. I don't know, big deal at all. So yeah, very, very cool. Join me next week. Shit. In a day or two. Join me in a day or two, and we will we'll see what happens. We'll see where we stand with all this. We'll post up and get ourselves a nice little picture in front of the Gigamart. Get ourselves a nice little picture in front of the Gigamart. Yeah, we'll post up here. That sounds fun. I think I like the idea. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for coming. My name's Tim. Like and sub if you haven't yet. You know the drill. Take care.